All right, shalom everybody. I had to come back live again. I have no choice. I ate a little bit of food. Uh, I just found that Zelensky he have an interview with Fox News. When you watch it, you will see what's really happening. I'm glad actually that he came, uh, so all the American they will hear what they are doing. Listen carefully, and you will see how the supremacy of Fox News working. The first question was given to Zelensky is the following.
To Special Report, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Mr. President, thank you for the time today, especially on this day, to continue to do this interview. President Trump said after your meeting that you disrespected him and the Vice President and all of America in the Oval.
He said, the guy was kicked out. They said to him, you should be thankful, speaking like a dog, and he is the one who disrespect them. Listen carefully.
Office. Do you think you did, and do you think you owe an apology to President Trump?
This is the first question. You should apologize, you dog. You're a dog. Apologize now. You know? I'm glad that he did not bow down to them. Look what he said. And now you will understand really what's happening. It's very disgusting. Listen carefully.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for the invitation for this dialogue, and good evening to all your country, to all Americans. I'm very thankful to Americans for all your support. You did a lot. I'm thankful to President Trump and to Congress bipartisan support. And I was always very thankful from all our people. You helped us a lot from the very beginning during 3 years of full-scale innovation. You helped us to survive. Anyway, we are strategic partners, and even in such tough dialogue, and I think we have to be very honest, and we have to be very direct to understand each other, because it's very, for us, very necessary to President Trump, and I'm with all respect that he wants to finish this war, but nobody wants to finish more than we, because we in Ukraine, we are in this war, we are in this.
See, Trump, he keeps saying they don't want to finish the war. I mean, when the world, he says such a stupid thing. He just says, so why he is coming to meet with you? Why he is, if he the guy wouldn't want to stop the war? I mean, just stupid, like, continue, get them busted. Let us see.
This battle and battle for freedom for our lives. So I'm just telling that I think that we have to be on the same side, and I hope that the president on our side together with us, and that is very important to stop Putin. And I heard from President Trump a lot of times that he will stop the war, and I hope he will, and we need to pressure him with Europe, with all the partners. And I think this dialogue had to be a little bit earlier to understand where we are. Like, I don't remember exactly, but like President Reagan said, that peace is not just an absent the war. Yes, we are speaking about just and lasting peace, about freedom, about justice, about human rights. And that's why I said that I think so, that ceasefire, and Putin, he broken 25 times ceasefire during all these years, 10 years.
So I'm not hearing from you, Mr. President, a thought that you owe the president an apology.
See the dog? Do you see the dog of Fox News? All what he care, are you going to apologize or what? They don't even want to let him know how they will stop the war. Just listen, they will not even let him sit in the table to negotiate. America is going to be the one who owns Ukraine. Listen carefully what he will say. This trashy person, are you saying you will not apologize? You will not apologize? Are you saying you don't own apology to the? Why he want apology? For saying that politics did not work before, and nobody protect us? And yes, it's true. You don't protect them by giving them money, and that money later you want it and you want to rob them. Did you protect them? No. So all what the guy said, okay, well, we heard this before. Peace, ceasefire. Is that peace or ceasefire? We signed 25 ceasefire agreement with Russia. He broke it all. 25. Are you owning apology? Do you own apology to President Trump? For what? For being kicked out? For being treated like a dog? Supremacist. Just because this is a poor country, let us talk to them like a bunch of dogs. Do you dare to say the same to Putin? Do you dare to say to Putin who he is? You invade them, you kill them, you rape their women, you steal their money, you steal their goods, you steal their crops, you steal their rice, you steal their flour, you steal their bread. Do you dare to say that to him? No. So, are you going to apologize or what? Where is the line of this? Here, let's go back a little bit. He don't want even to listen to him. He want him to say, I apologize.
Ceasefire during all these years, 10 years.
So I'm not hearing from you, Mr. President, a thought that you owe the president an apology.
No, I respect President and I respect American people. And if, I don't know, if I think that we have to be very open and very honest. And I'm not sure that we did something bad. I think maybe sometimes some things we have to discuss out of media, with all respect to democracy and to a free media. But there are things that where we have to understand the position of Ukraine and Ukrainians. And I think that is the most important thing. Yes, we are partners. You know, we are very close partners. We have to be fair. We have to be very free.
No, you are not, my friend. You don't understand. They don't treat you as a partner. They treat you as a sheep they own. This is what they want. And now you will notice what they were doing. Listen carefully what you will say next.
I'm told that you were told multiple times from lawmakers on Capitol Hill and the White House to make today about the minerals deal and the economic deal, and then get it signed and let negotiations play out over security guarantees step by step. Is that true?
I said that we have to sign this document, and we are ready for this. And this will be the first step to security guarantees, but it's not enough. I think so. Maybe I don't know something. I don't know some details. That's why I wanted to share it with the president.
See what they say to him? Sign, and we will do step-by-step security. What is that? Have you ever heard of an agreement we signed first? Do you explain later? They want all what they want is the minerals. You sign, don't worry about it. We will do step by step. They will not even explain to him what those steps is. Not only that, just listen what he will say. They are not even going to be sitting in the table for negotiation. Trump, he became the owner of Ukraine. You signed the deal? I own Ukraine now. Listen carefully. I do not know some details, like they did not tell him what's going on. What is the step-by-step mean?
My thoughts, and to hear him again, because he has a plan how to stop Putin. And maybe, as I said, maybe it's out of big conversations, but we have to share it, you know.
Until now, they did not share with him how they will stop the war. Have you ever heard of such a stupid leadership? Is this guy the president of a country, or he is nobody for you? Obviously, they are treating him as nobody. There's no respect. They did not even share with him what will happen. Okay, what do you mean? You stop the war? How? They will not tell him. He have no idea how they will stop the war. So what Trump will do, He will sign he will make him sign, and then he will start selling minerals to American companies. All what he cared for to get the minerals. He will sign any deal with the Russian, just sign. But this is not what peace for. What is the guarantee? There's no guarantee. He will not even be invited to be in the negotiation table. Can you believe it?
This is so sensitive. You know, just a ceasefire without security guarantees. This is so sensitive for our people. I'm speaking like a president of a people who are in this struggle 3 years, and they just want to hear that America on our side, and that America will stay with us, not with Russia, with us. That's it. But I'm sure that it will be. This is the first step to security guarantees. Europeans, we don't need to lose them. They are good allies for the United States. The United States is the most or the biggest donator of support and of peace. But we don't need to lose Europe, and they also want to know next steps. We have to be very open to understand how to stop the war.
Right. But do you think the public spat in the Oval Office in front of the media served Ukrainians well today?
I think this kind of spat is I mean this this is not good for both sides anyway, and I'm very open, but I can't change our Ukrainian attitude to Russia, and I don't want they kill us for us. This is very clear that Americans are the best of our friends, Europeans are the best of our friends, and Putin with Russian, their enemies. And it doesn't mean that we don't want peace. We just want to recognize the reality, the real situation.
President Trump is convinced that you will never sign a deal with Vladimir Putin. Is he right?
Look at the hypocrite Trump. You see, he bad-mouthed the guy now just because he did not sign the deal of the minerals. If he signed the mineral deal, he loved peace. He's a good guy. Yesterday he was not legitimate president. Today he's coming to sign. He is legitimate president. He did not sign. He agreed. He badmouthed the guy. So he's convinced you don't want peace. So why he's coming to America? He was coming to sign. He was coming to sign. Big mistake.
Right?
No, I think so. What I think, Ukraine wants peace, and we will have anyway diplomacy. We will have negotiations. I only said that I think so. It's about just and lasting peace. It means that we have to be very strong at the table of negotiations, and at these negotiations.
To be in the table of negotiation, they will not let him in the table of negotiation. Imagine, Ukraine is not going to exist to negotiate. So who is negotiating? Tucker Carlson. The guy is asking them, okay, are we going to sit in the table of negotiation? They said no. If he gives them the minerals, he is signing the ownership of Ukraine to Trump. And then Trump, is the money going to come to America? No. He will hire companies, American companies, owned by trillionaires, to suck the blood of Ukrainian, and the money go in bitcoins. Like, are we going to get the benefit of this money in America? No. When Trump he do the project he have in Saudi Arabia, am I getting paid for his project in Saudi Arabia? When he want to build the resort in Gaza, is that a resort for us American, like we can go there and sit for free? So they will not tell him how he will stop the war. They will not tell him what a step-by-step security. What does that mean? There's no plan for anything. Just sign. They will not let them sit on the table of negotiation. So what they are for? I mean, the war between who and who?
Ukraine and Russia, like sides of this war, have to be, and the United States and Europe. That's what I said.
And not only that, by the way, Trump, he don't want Europe to be involved. He want to eat Ukraine alone. Not Europe. Only us. All right? Nobody. He don't want even European to sit in the table of negotiation because they might oppose many of the trash he will accept. He want to be the solo negotiator, and he will sign any deal just to get the minerals. Let us cease fire and start digging. He was saying, dig, dig, dig. The guy is asking them, okay, what is the security guarantee? They will not tell him. Are we going to be in the negotiation? No. Why the European, they will not sit with us? Aren't they part of your NATO? They are not welcome. What is exactly the deal? How you will stop the war? They will not tell him. But I know what will happen. They will agree with anything Putin he asks for. Disarm them. Drop the number of the army to 80,000. Already Putin, he said that, you know. We heard it in Fox News in the previous, he want maximum 80,000 soldiers in Ukraine, of Ukrainian army. Artillery, they cannot go farther than 40 kilometers. They have no missiles. They have no self-defense. They have no air force. Totally disarmed. It is a surrender to two countries. One is called American and one is called Russian. This is not a ceasefire. This is surrender. So, would you tell us what is the game?
We are ready
No.
for peace, but we have to be in strong position. What does it mean? Just to know that our army is strong, that our partners with us, and that we have security guarantees. Am I not right?
Yeah.
Leaving the White House today, President Trump said this.
He's looking to go on and fight, fight, fight. He wants to come back right now, but I can't do that.
What do you make of that? Do you want to continue fighting? Do you want peace? And if he had the opportunity to go back to the White House right now, would you do it?
No. First of all, we want peace. That's why I'm in the United States. That's why I visited President Trump. And thanks for invitation again. The deal on minerals is the first step to security guarantees. It's meant for the peace, closer to peace. That's why I'm here. And we have tough situation. To understand it is to be in Ukraine. You saw it, Brad. You was once. Thank you again. So I think that's very important to understand what's going on. But I respect my soldiers and our people, our civilians who work and support our warriors. I can't say just stop. Nobody will stop because everybody afraid that Putin will come back tomorrow. We want just and lasting peace. It's true. We want security guarantees. We raise this topic about NATO the quickest way, but not all the countries are on this side. I said, okay, if not NATO, nobody is pushing. If not NATO, let's build NATO in Ukraine. That's my position. Europeans are ready to have contingents on our territory, boots on the ground. United States thinks maybe to help, maybe USA backstop, have to be just to guarantee that they are with Europeans. Look at Europe, it's strong. It became stronger, but they also want to have allies like the United States. That's what I said. I just want to understand what the peace. It's not my question, Brad. This is the question from all our people.
They will not tell him what is the peace agreement is about. So the guy, he will go back to his country. What he will tell his people? They promise us peace. So what is the agreement? Whether, did you have anything? No. Nothing. What he will say to those women who, their husband died, and what he will say to his people, that we just agree with whatever the American they want to do. And then if we sign this deal about minerals, what is the guarantee that Putin will stop the war tomorrow? And what is the price to stop? So they don't want to tell him anything. They are treating him like a cat, like a rat, you just shut up and sign. It's like, give me your land, and we are the one who's going to be in control of it. The rest is not your business. They will not tell him what is the peace agreement about. What is exactly what when we signed with the Russian, what we will agree upon. We don't know. They will not tell him. Can we sit on the table to negotiate? No. Who? This is agreement between who and who? Is that a peace agreement between the Russian and the American, or this is agreement between Russian and Ukrainian? The guy, he knew nothing about what they are talking about. So they are so upset because he's asking questions. Okay, you say politics, we can have an agreement, but but we have many agreement before. What is our guarantee? That is disrespectful, and you have to apologize. So I'm asking about the future security of my country. You don't want to tell me. You prove to me that always you don't support us. You don't. You see, they are talking and giving money. What is that? This is not a protection. In fact, Joe Biden and American companies, they made a lot of money from sending weapons to Ukraine. Because remember, at the end of the day, when the American government pay, they pay to who? To those companies. Those companies get rich. Who own the stocks? Joe Biden, Trump, and the rest of the rich people. The wealthy one. So it was a win-win investment. And now we will take all the minerals and we will not tell them anything about how we will do things. This is a very shameful behavior. So I hope he will never sign any deal. None. I will be really upset if he signed a deal with the American. He is not signing a deal with the American. He's signing a deal with rich, wealthy, filthy businessmen who they are greedy. They want to suck the money and the blood of those people. As you see, I just want to know. Like, what is next? Just sign the deal for the minerals? And then step by step? What does that mean? All what they care for is the minerals. They don't care for the country.
It's strong. It became stronger, but they also want to have allies like the United States. That's what I said. I just want to understand what the peace. It's not my question, Brad. This is the question from all our people.
You mentioned when I traveled to the front lines with you last year to see the situation, to mark the anniversary of the war, and this is what you told me back then.
Will Ukrainians survive without Congress support? Of course, but not all of us. It will be tragedy for all of us, not only for Ukraine, not only for Ukrainians, for all Europe. Yeah.
So the question today is, can Ukraine win this war or hold off Russia without continued U.S. support?
It will be difficult for us. That's why I'm here. That's why we speak about the future negotiations. It will be difficult without your support, but we can't lose our values, our people. We can't lose our freedom. So a lot of people, Russians came to our territory, you know it. Russians came to our houses, and everybody saw it, video, images, a lot of things. They killed so many people. Just to forget it, just to say that Putin is a great guy? No, without us. We don't want it. That's why we speak about, everybody remembered how it was.
Look what Laws said. Christian Prince, even if Zelensky reject the deal, Trump going to take it by force. The deal is good as done. Potato. You see, if the Russian, they lost hundreds of thousands of soldiers to take villages, American will not do better. Don't think it's an easy joke. What the force? What are you talking about? What are you? They will take it by force. I mean, look at the supremacy. You know, like, we will take it by force. We are the hungry dog. We will eat them alive. Wow, wow, wow. You know, we have the Doberman. Yeah, potato. The Iranian, they shell you in Iraq. Trump, he hide under the table. Shall I show you the video? Go and attack them by force. Let us see what will happen. American, they were peeping in their pants, including Trump. He kept talking about third world war, third world war. Why? Because he is terrified, right? Those are brave. They are not terrified. They are willing to fight, and they defeated their enemy, and they kicked them away. They almost took all of Ukraine. If they can do that to Russia, they can do it to anybody. Put your boot in the ground. This is not Afghanistan. Potatoes, disgusting people, is done deal. May God curse you. May God curse you and punish you. Evil people.
Was the first days of the war, how they came. Nobody wants in Ukraine, yes, of course, nobody will forget it, but nobody wants to have, again, new wave of occupation. That's why when we say, no NATO, what security guarantees can we have? I'm not pushing, we are not pressuring, we're just asking, we're just sharing very clear messages to our friends, to Americans.
Right.
If you stay with us, thank you so much, but let's do the infrastructure of security guarantees. Let's just share with our people. Just
They were not, they told the guy nothing, you see? He know nothing. He know nothing about this deal. What is the deal? Nothing. So all what he's asking in the interview, live on air, what is your guarantee for? Can you share with us? Like, can you at least tell us what you will do? Nothing. So I want to go back to my country. My people will ask me, you signed for what? I will say, I don't know. We don't know what we signed for. Another Abdul saying he is going to fight with American money. No more American money. Don't send him money no more. Secondly, you idiot, you send American money to everybody. How come only Ukraine you want to suck their blood? What about taking the minerals of Israel? You send money to Turkey. You send money to even Saudi Arabia. 12,000 employees in Jordan alone, they lost their job because you cut their assistant, US assistant. Yeah, they will fight with our money. Stop your money. Are you saying to me you are a stupid donkey? You gave them the money. This is what Trump, he said, is stupid Biden. Well, all of you are stupid then, because Americans always give their money to everybody. And in this case, isn't it you are worried about the Russian invasion? Trump is upset from this guy because when he asked for evidence of corruption of Biden, he refused to collaborate. He worked so hard. He sent Giuliani there. So those poor people, it's not enough corruption of Joe Biden and his son. They gave his son a job, and all of us, we knew he don't deserve it. Just because if you don't give the job, Joe Biden will not help them. Same as a Trump. Give us the minerals, we will help you. See? No problem. Give us 50% of all your minerals. We are very good American. 50% only, not much. So they will not give the guy any details about anything. What is the negotiation about? What we are talking about? What is a security deal? What is the guarantee? Nothing. They will not share with him anything. You know why? Because they believe in supremacy. They look down. My experience is that Western countries, they look down at Eastern Europe. If you are from Romania, Bulgaria, but even inside of France, if you are living in the south, you are not the same if you're living in the north. Very supremacist people. J.D. Vance, he was speaking to the guy as if he is a taxi driver in the White House. You should be thankful. The guy, he said the truth. He did not insult anybody. He didn't even say to you, you're a liar. He said, you talk about ceasefire. What is the guarantee? How many times you guarantee for us things never happened? In 2019, who was the president of USA? When the Americans, they went and they did a war game in Odessa, why Trump, he sent them there? If you are not going to support them. They use those people. In fact, I believe that the CIA, they made a trap for Putin to attack Ukraine so they can weaken Russia, and Ukraine is nobody. Let them pay the price. So they seduced him to come to Ukraine. If you go and look at all the news, 48 hours to 1 week before the attack of Putin, me myself, I could not believe it. I said, there's no way he will attack. I mean, this guy will be stupid. But it was planned. The Western countries, especially America, they wanted him to attack. For that, we'll put a lot of sanctions on Russia. We'll give excuse to make a lot of money for America by selling gas. Biden, just 2 days before he left the White House, he put in extreme sanctions on the Russian oil. Why he did not put those sanctions 4 years ago? Why he waited 48 hours before he leave? The answer is very simple. He wanted to increase the price of gas to make it difficult for Trump. Trump, he came. He wanted to lower the price of gas so fast because simply he promised to stop the inflation. Making executive order to dig for oil now will not have any impact in the USA economy at least 2 years from now. And that might be too late for the coming election. So he said to himself, we lift the sanctions from Russia, we stop the war, we steal their minerals, Russia sell oil, price of oil go down. That will give us enough time to dig for more oil, and the price of oil will go down again. And then, in the time of the midterm election, I will be the hero. I stopped the war, I stole the minerals of Ukraine, and look at the price of your gas. In fact, since Trump, he just said he will stop the war and start negotiating with Russia, the price of oil dropped massively just because of just the news. Just the news that they are negotiating to stop the war very soon. Just for saying very soon we'll stop. Go check the price of gas goes down everywhere. Just for the news. So imagine if Trump, he was able to make this ceasefire, not peace, ceasefire. The price of, he will lift sanctions on Russia. This is the purpose. Russia will sell gas and oil in the market again. The price will be very cheap compared to before, compare what we have now. and that will serve every purpose they want. And they throw Ukraine under the bus. Who cares what will happen to those Ukrainians? They are there to serve a purpose. The guy saying, what I will tell my people, what? Just explain to me. Explain to us what you are signing for. They will not tell him. And they are speaking about that he is disrespectful. Imagine how trashy this logic is.
With our people that America stay with us, that's great. We count on it. But just to share it and to say it, that's all.
How does the war end? How do you get to a deal? You're at a place right now where there is no deal. How do you get it back on track?
I think that Europe is ready for contingents and to help us with financing of big army, such big as we have now. This is our army, is the part of security guarantees. Now we want to just to find the place for our biggest strategic partner, for the United States, or United States will propose where and how United States will give us security guarantees, what kind of and what part of volume of security guarantees. And when we will be ready with this, we will come to diplomacy. To diplomacy, yes, with Russians, Europeans, United.
You see, diplomacy, always, all wars in the world end with diplomacy. Even Second World War, 1, 2, etc. So, when you are going to end the war, it's like it's him who stopped the war. Or he can stop it, or he can finish it, or he can start it. Why don't ask the same question to Putin? They will not tell the guy how they will even stop the war. And Trump, he don't want Europe to be involved because he is afraid that Europe are going to oppose all his garbage. I hope this guy will leave tonight to Ukraine. And I hope he will never sign any deal with USA. The Russians are suffering miserably. Not only Ukrainian. Putin, he wants to stop the war. You will see soon how they will start. You know, Trump, he lied. He said he wanted to come back. He wanted to come back. He claimed that Zelensky, he said he want to come back. They asked him in Fox News, he said, no, I did not. Are you going to go back? He said, no. Europe, they are not going to support Ukraine because they love Ukraine. They have no choice. If Putin is successful of taking what he took, tomorrow he will take Finland. He will take Sweden. He will take whatever he wants. He can invade Poland. Already he have half of Moldova. Who's going to stop the guy? Putin, now what he see, that the NATO is collapsing because of Trump. As you see, this guy, he don't honor his promise. All American president, they never honor their promises. This is why this guy here is saying 25 cease agreement, including the one in the time of Trump, ceasefire. None of them was successful. When they signed the agreement in 1994 to protect Ukraine, in case of any invasion, if they give their nukes, did you stand up for Ukraine when invasion happened? No. I'm glad he made this interview because now we understand how much the American government, they are looking at the Ukrainians so down, so low. They don't respect them. They just want the minerals. Just sign the mineral deal. They will not even explain what you will give me back. We want your minerals. We will give you security guaranteed step by step. What does that mean? If there's a papers we can read? No. There is something you can share with me? No. Step by step. What does that mean? Like what step by step? So this poor guy, he have no idea what they are talking about. They will not tell him. Because they are supremacist. Sorry, guys. I have to drink some water. All right. Speaking for many hours, my voice is gone. So as you see, an unfair treatment.
United States and we, four of us, I think this is real way, because with weapon it's too long, it's not enough. We don't have enough weapon to push them out, and we don't see now, for now, we don't see really big volume of new support from the United States, but with all respect again. So for today, we'll be ready with security guarantee. Really, when I say NATO, it's not about that we are focusing on this word. It's about very understandable infrastructure of security guarantees. And you see that no NATO countries, for today, no NATO countries been under attacks.
Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican from South Carolina, he has been a big proponent of you and of Ukraine, said this today after the meeting.
I have never been more proud of the president. I was very proud of J.D. Vance, standing up for our country. We want to be helpful. What I saw in the Oval Office was disrespectful, and I don't know if we can ever do business with Zelensky.
Isn't it this is the same guy he called Trump scumbag, liar, fake, blah, blah, blah. Now you are proud of him? Isn't it you the same person? Do you remember when you stand with John McCain insulting Trump? You forgot? And what exactly he accomplished today, Trump? He was diplomatic, he was smart, he was stupid.
Again, he either needs to resign and send somebody over that we can do business with, or he
We want to do business, my friend. You resign, you resign.
needs to change.
They are telling other country they need to change their their president.
So he says you need to consider resigning. Is that on the table?
I don't know if he will be happy after my words. This decision can do only people of Ukraine.
That's a good answer. What's your business? Do you see the supremacists? They are telling the president of other country because you don't agree with them to resign. You have to resign. How dare you to disagree with us? Can you believe it, the scumbags? They are telling the guy, a president of other country, you should resign. By the way, you are not legitimate. Yes, you are not. You are not. You did not have election in the wartime. And during the war in USA, do we have election? No. Which country they have war and they have election? Go check it out. How long the World War II was? If there's an election happened in any country? What those people are talking about? More than 60% of his people are abroad. What election? And what's your business? All your friends are dictators. Like today, Trump, he is going to make a big speech about the investment of Saudi Arabia. Since when the last time they have election? What about the King of Jordan? Huh? Even Saddam Hussein was their friend. Election. Listen, if you don't have election, you don't have friends. You know? Like, what his name? Erdogan. He never lose. By the way, in Russia, they have election. This is why Putin is the president for the last 25 years. Actually, I'm glad that he gave them this answer. He is standing, the way I see it now, he's standing strong, which is very good. He will not bend down to their intimidation. They are acting like a bunch of dogs, have rabies. Launching, actually, I am afraid that he might be assassinated before he leaves the USA. I'm afraid that Trump now, in purpose, he might take all the security which is given to him as a president during the time he's in USA to allow something to happen to get rid of him. If I am him, I better leave immediately. This guy, his life is at risk. How many companies who want to get the minerals are willing to send an assassinator to assassinate him? We are talking about trillions of dollars, guys. We are talking about $100 million. We are talking about massive treasure. The only one is standing in the way for it is this guy. They get rid of him, they will get a toy, like what Putin he does in Belarus, Kazakhstan, etc. All those toys, Kadyrov, those are dogs of Putin. They will replace him with someone. He signed anything for them, and we will make you president. Yeah, I helped to put Trump, and I will help him again, because we have no choice. Either Trump or Kamala. Kamala is more filthy. So we choose between two idiots. Right? So I hope he will leave soon, the country, immediately actually. I'm serious. This guy, his life is at risk now. All what they want is the deal, the mineral deal. This interview he have in Fox News, I believe it's very good. He made the right thing. In the beginning, I was like, why he is coming to the Fox News? But good he came to show the world how and who they are. Disrespectful. You disrespect everybody. Trump in the White House, in front of him, he called Biden stupid more than 5 times. So if you care for the White House and the president of the White House, why you are calling a president who was in the same house 2 weeks before you stupid in front of a foreign president? Do you respect the White House yourself, and do you respect the president in the White House? Stupid Joe Biden, he said to Zelensky. Crooked Joe Biden. They call all the names to the guy in the White House. The guy, he did not say you are stupid. He did not say you are a liar. He did not say you are a fool. I didn't say I don't believe you. He said, well, you are talking about ceasefire, but what is the guarantee? That's all. What politics? We have many politics before, it did not work. So what is the guarantee? This is a disrespect. You cannot ask us what we will do. You are nobody.
Going to step down to do a peace deal.
No,
have someone else take over?
I was always ready. I'm not sure that is a good idea for I mean.
First of all, why in the world he have to step down to do a peace deal? Oh, we stepped down so you can get a new president. He signed a mineral, and now we are talking. Now it's important to step down. If he signed the deal, there's no need to step down. Who are you to ask the guy to step down? I mean, do you see how filthy they are? Who are you in Fox News asking the guy, are you willing to step down? Your Biden was, he don't even remember his name. He don't even know where is he. And he did not step down. Are you willing to step down? Election came. Election happened. They announced that Biden is the winner. Trump, he accused that this was a theft. Did Trump say, I will step down right away? No, he don't want to step down. He sent people to the Congress. Thousands of people. He asked them to change. He called the vice president to cancel the election. Was he willing to step down? They forced him to step down. This is Trump. If his vice president at that time agree with the Trump to erase the election because he have authority, he is the one who have to certify the election. If he refuse to certify it, Trump, he will stay. Go check it out. He asked him to refuse to certify the election. This guy is elected. Nobody complained about the election. Not even a single person. You are asking him to step down. Why? Who care about your White House? He have his country. He don't work for you. Are you going to send him Elon Musk? They threaten him, if you don't sign, we will stop Elon Musk from providing you with Starlink satellite. They are using everything to intimidate this person.
Such proposals, but anyway, I always said if United States will support NATO, so I think that it's enough for Ukraine. So I think I did all I had to do, and if somebody is not, this happy with me, okay, but between us, yes, Americans vote for American president. Each European country vote for their president, and only Ukraine. With all respect to Lindsay, if I can say Lindsay, we know each other, yes, and only Ukrainians.
Democrats
have had their president.
Democrats have had the opposite reaction to the Oval Office meeting. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut posted this: "What just happened in the Oval Office was a planned ambush designed to help a brutal Russian dictator and hurt America's security. Trump has become Putin's lapdog, and America's global power is hemorrhaging as America sides with..."
Yeah, I don't think this is planned, but this is how stupid Trump is. He is just like a hungry dog. He want to eat the meat. How? He don't care. The second he see the meat, his saliva is running. Saliva. So this is not a planned, This is a stupid J.D. Vance. He have to open his mouth, and he decide to involve in the conversation. First of all, J.D. Vance, he did disrespect Trump because the question was given to Trump. Trump, he answered. And then J.D. Vance, he said, let me answer this. This is an interview. This is two presidents. This is not a vice president and vice president. This is two presidents. Why you jump in the conversation?
With dictators over democracy, what an embarrassment. Do you think the confrontation in the Oval Office today was pre-planned, like Senator Murphy suggests?
Somebody saying why Ukraine support Palestine. Answer the question. Avil, I don't know. You must be the most